Welcome to another episode of Food Technology 1 FOT 150S. I am Vusim Shaisa, and today we're going to be talking about blanching and the efficacy of blanching. So, we know in theory that fruits and vegetables contain enzymes, and these enzymes remain active even after post-harvest. So the consequence of this is that these enzymes have the ability to degrade or to deteriorate the quality of the food product, even if the food product is frozen in the case of fruits and vegetables. So freezing does not inactivate the enzymes, but it merely slows down their reaction. So in order to have fruits and vegetables that can last for a long period of time, or in other ways to preserve their shelf life, we use a technique which is called blanching. So blanching can be done in a number of ways. So firstly, we can use microwaves in order to inactivate these enzymes because it uses the principle of heat. So there is heat that is generated. We can also use steam to inactivate these enzymes. We can also boil using hot water, and we can also use things like infrared and other techniques such as high pressure processing. So in this experiment, I would like to do a short or quick experiment which demonstrates the efficacy of blanching for 2 minutes the vegetables using microwaves. So what do I have? I have here, I'm told this is cauliflower, and then this is a potato, and this is a carrot. So what I want to demonstrate is what happens if I blanch this set. So this set, I'm going to put it here in this bowl, and then I'm going to add water, and then we're going to blanch it for 2 minutes. And then afterwards, we're going to add the hydrogen peroxide and guaiacol, and then it will give us a reaction if there's something that has happened. And then afterwards, we're going to make some conclusion whether was blanching using microwaves for 2 minutes effective for these particular type of vegetables that we have. So let's go and do some microwave for you. We have blanched our vegetables for 2 minutes in the microwave, and then we immersed them in ice to cool down. So now we're going to determine the efficacy of blanching. So what I'm going to do is to cut the vegetables here in the middle section. And then maybe I should get a paper towel here. And then the first thing that I'm going to do is to add guaiacol just in the center. So normally the procedure says 1 ml, so you can just add a few drops, so that is still fine. And then after that, I'm going to add hydrogen peroxide in the same area. So hydrogen peroxide here. Then I'm going to move to the potato. Going to cut, I'm looking for the center. So first I'm going to add guaiacol here in the center, and then here I'm going to add this. Right, and then this I'm going to add it here in the center, and then here I'm going to start with guaiacol here, and then here I'm going to add hydrogen peroxide. Right, so this was the sample or the line that was heated. So here I'm going to do the same thing with the things that were not heated. So cut in here in the middle, and then I'm going to wipe this here, and then do a cut here, going to do a cut also here. Alright, so I'm going to add in some guacamole here, and then add in guacamole over here, and then also over here. Then you can add it over here, and then we are looking for the color change, right? So what do we see here is that, for example, if I start with the samples that were not blanched, if you look at here for the potato, it has turned red, and also the this has also turned red. So it means that the enzyme is still active in these samples. Here we also see the potato has also turned red, which was heated, and the carrot has not changed color, but here you can also see the carrot is red. So it means for the carrots, the microwave blanching for 2 minutes is effective, but it's not effective for the potatoes because you still have the red color here. And then also here you have the red color of the what to call this, cauliflower. Yeah, cauliflower also. There's a color change. You know, people, I forget these things, so I eat so cauliflower red here, which is heated, and also brick red here. Both of them indicates that not all the enzyme was deactivated. Same with the potato, but carrot was deactivated. So what this means, it means that cauliflower and potatoes, microwaving them for 2 minutes is not sufficient to decrease or to inhibit the enzyme activity. Cauliflower and potatoes, not sufficient. Heating or blanching them for 2 minutes is not sufficient to decrease the the enzyme activity. Cauliflower and potatoes, blanching them for 2 minutes in a microwave is not sufficient to inactivate the enzyme activity. This we see because the color changes. But with the carrots, we can say heating the carrots for 2 minutes or blanching the carrots for 2 minutes in a microwave is sufficient for to deactivate the enzyme activity or to inactivate the enzyme activity. So what you need to know, what would be the next step? Perhaps heating the cauliflower and the potatoes for a longer period of time. We can investigate that, or alternatively we should investigate another heating method or another blanching method that we can use. Can we use boiling? Can we use steam? Can we use pulse electric field? Can we use high pressure processing? So here we also see what is at play is the mechanism of blanching differs from vegetables to vegetables in terms of inactivating these enzymes. So we're talking about two enzymes, catalase and peroxidase. So each and every fruit, each and every vegetable, we need to establish its optimum blanching time using that given technique. Some techniques will take longer, some techniques will be shorter. So I hope you have seen that with this experiment that blanching efficacy using microwaves for 2 minutes is only effective for the carrots, not for the cauliflower and not for the potatoes. Thank you.